everyone, I hope you're well and having a really good day today. I've just realised I do not have my mini ears on, so one sec. I think that is much better. So in today's video I am answering your questions about Disney World in Orlando, Florida. I put up on Instagram, which is at Ellie Steadman, asking for your questions about Disney World, and I got quite a few, so I'm going to try and whiz through them. Some of these questions are definitely things that I'm going to do like particular videos on, especially the planning questions. Anything you think deserves its own whole video to help you if you're planning a Disney holiday, let me know in the comments. But let's get started with the questions. The first question comes from Chatterbox1982. How far in advance did you book the trip? And have you had any issues with linking Disney reservations? For my trip this year in October, I booked everything direct on the Disney World Holidays website. I didn't go with another provider like Virgin or one of those other holiday companies. I did it all through Disney World directly, so that meant that it was much easier for me as I didn't have to link any reservations onto the Disney planning tool, which is My Magic Experience. When you're planning a Disney holiday, the My Magic Experience website is completely crucial to help you get everything organised, sort out your magic bands, sort out your reservations and your fast passes. So because I'd booked through Disney, that was already done for me and I didn't really have to faff around too much. I booked the trip in July 2014 for October 2015. So I booked it about a year and 3 months before we went, and that's given me enough time to plan everything, get everything sorted. And to be honest, I don't think I'd book it any less than a year to maybe 10 months before I went, just because I really enjoy the planning process and I would hate to be kind of in a rush to plan everything. So that's kind of been an ideal time for me to get everything sorted for this year's trip. Sometimes people can have difficulty linking their reservation with Disney if they haven't booked through Disney, so that's why I'll pretty much always just stick, I think, with booking Disney if it is a fair deal. Lester Mark said, how long is long enough for a holiday there? Well, I've only been to Disney World once and we were in Orlando for about 9 full days and we spent 5 of those on site at Disney, which was in no way enough. Because of how far it is to travel to Orlando, I would never go there for less than 2 weeks, I don't think, because you're travelling so far. It's just worth going for a minimum of 2 weeks if you can. 3 weeks would be ideal, but 2 weeks I think is kind of the minimum that I would ever go. Whatever amount of time you go for, you're never going to get it done, so as long as you can accept that. It's huge, there is so much to do there, you get tired, you need breaks. 2 weeks would be my minimum amount of time that I would go for. Olivia.Griff asked, the best time of year for when it's not as crowded but it's still hot. I've only been in October and we loved it in October, so that's why we've booked to go in October this year. It's still beautifully warm and sunny and quite hot, and the crowds are much less. If you can avoid school holidays, American and English, then you're pretty much going to be okay. It does get cooler sort of December, January time, but it's still warm in comparison to what it's like in England here. I would always look to go either May, June or September, October, just because I've found that they are the quietest times from looking at crowd calendars and what I've heard from other people. Sweet Alexa Love said, I'm planning to go to Disney World for my 21st birthday around September 2016. Is that a good time to go, and will we be able to meet Disney villains because Halloween will be coming up? The Halloween season actually starts around the 1st of October at Disney World, so if you go in September you won't really see the Halloween things, but there are still villains that are regularly available to meet at Disney World all year round, but there are many more available at Halloween, so if you do want to get the Disney villains, I would go in October. Beth MGX asked, when staying off site, where is the best place to book park tickets? I would always book park tickets somewhere where they're going to give you an actual ticket and not a voucher. Some places will give you a voucher that you then have to exchange for an actual ticket at the ticket desk, which you don't really want to be doing. That's going to take up your time, and it's just much easier to book somewhere where you're going to get an actual ticket already. I'm going to link some places below that I know are really kind of official sites to book tickets, like Attractions Direct, Florida Tix I think is one, and I would always book through one where you can get cash back as well. I booked most of our Disney holiday through a cashback website, meaning every time I booked something I earned a percentage back. So from booking the Disney World holiday I earned I think £100 back from that. I'm going to link below the top cashback website where you can join and earn back money when you purchase things. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. Anytime I buy anything online now, I do cash back because you make money back when you buy things. Will C. Smith asked, is it worth going to Disney World on your own and worth spending more going to Disney World instead of Paris? I'm gonna do a Disney World, Disney Paris comparison video. I've been saying this for a while, I've just not had the time yet. I would always go to Disney World over Paris if I could afford it. However, Paris is kind of like the in-between for me, so I would like to go to Paris when I can't afford to go to Disney World. World. As for going on your own, I think that just depends on the type of person you are. If you like your own company and you like to do things by yourself, then yeah, go for it. I'd love to go on my own because you do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. You don't have to factor in another person or what someone else would want to do. So if you're happy and you think you would enjoy it, go for it. Claire, who used 29, said, how much spending money do you need to take for 2 weeks in Florida? I could say take £10,000 in 2 weeks, but for most people that is in no way. For me it's not, but that's not something you could do. So I think you need to be realistic on how much you think you can afford to take. It also depends if you're on any sort of dining plan. I'm on a Disney dining plan in October, meaning I don't need to worry about spending money on food while I'm on property at Disney. I would try and budget a certain amount of dollars per day, whether that's $50 per person or $100 per person, whatever you think is realistic to you. I'm aiming for around $1,000 this year, even though I think that's more than I'll need because I don't need money for food, but I might treat myself to a few more expensive purchases when I'm out there. So it really does depend if you need to spend money on food, how many people you're going to need to buy souvenirs for, how much you're going to want to buy for yourself. If you can factor in those things and work out what's realistic for you, and then maybe add a little bit more on, because I always say it's better to take more money than you originally thought, just so you have it if you need it, because you don't want to be stung with charges for taking money out abroad on cards or the exchange rate or anything. Ellie_Marie X20 asked, the best hotel that's theme wise. All of the Disney World hotels are amazingly themed. Every hotel has a theme and it is perfectly themed. Whatever you can afford, wherever you stay, you're going to be in a really lovely hotel that's got amazing theming. I love the look of some of the cheaper hotels like Pop Century, Art of Animation. They look so well done and so much fun. I love the look of the moderate ones. I'm so excited to stay at Caribbean Beach, but then you've also got Colorado Springs, Port Orleans. They all are amazing as well. And then you've got the top price ones like Animal Kingdom Lodge and Grand Floridian that just are insanely themed as well. So whatever you end up staying, if you're on site at Disney, the theming is amazing, and it depends what you like. If you like a really character themed hotel, the value ones, that's what they do. If you want something still Disney but a bit more chilled and a bit more grown up, the moderate ones are great for that. Luke007 said, I'm going in September and I was wondering what is the best hotel to stay at. That depends on what you need from a hotel. The hotel we're staying at, we booked because it was part of the dining deal, so it just worked out better for us to stay in a more pricey hotel because then we got our food included for free. It depends if you have a park that you'd like to be the closest to, because certain hotels are closer to certain parks. Some hotels are on the monorail, the more expensive ones, so you can literally get the monorail straight to Magic Kingdom or Epcot. If you know there's somewhere that you'd like to be closer to, then maybe consider that. Obviously price is a massive factor of it, but there's no bad hotels at Disney. They've all got amazing facilities, amazing food, great pools and amazing transportation links, so wherever you end up you're not going to be somewhere that isn't very good. Love the Freckles asked, I know you love all things Disney, but do you go to any other parks when you were in Florida? When I went to Florida in 2013, we went to Universal for 2 days I think, and we went to SeaWorld for 1 day. We're not going back to SeaWorld, and I don't think it's somewhere I would go to again. There's been a lot of controversy about it and I don't really want to get into it, but even if there wasn't that controversy side of things, I wouldn't be going back to SeaWorld, just because there's not as much there for me to do, and we felt like there wasn't that much that was new there that kind of we wanted to spend a day doing. Universal is amazing. It's not as good for me as Disney, just because obviously I love Disney, in case you couldn't tell, but there's some great rides there, and the Harry Potter section is incredible, and Amber is a massive Harry Potter fan. We'll be spending probably 2 days there this year, although we don't do as much there because we're not massive rides people. We're not going to go on the Hulk ride or any of the massive roller coasters. It's still kind of nice to go somewhere and have like a teeny little break from Disney. Nick Howarth said, what rides, shows or things do you miss that are no longer at any of the parks? Because I've only been once, there's not much I can say I miss as such, but there are a few things, actually there's quite a lot of things that are changing at the moment. There's things that are closed now that weren't closed when I was there. There's things that are open now that weren't open when I was there. But one thing that really sticks out to me is they're doing a lot of work at Hollywood Studios at the moment. A lot of things are closing. There's a huge kind of shake-up happening there. I know that they've closed the Art of Animation experience, which is something I was really excited to do, and I did it in the Paris version in Disneyland Paris and really enjoyed it. So I'm quite sad that I won't be able to do that when I go in October. October. Mary_Holman245 said, I'm going to Disney World in August and my family and I don't understand the FastPass Plus system. Any tips? And Claire L. Carter asked how FastPass works in Orlando. The magic bands. I'm off in August. FastPass Plus is the new FastPass kind of planning system, the new FastPass system that replaced the old version in January 2014. So I have yet to try it. I just missed it. Paper FastPasses was still there on my last trip, but I am about to use in the next month or so the FastPass Plus planning rides reservation system, so I can talk to you more about it once I've done it. But basically now, instead of turning up at a Disney park and getting a paper FastPass ticket from a booth, you book your FastPasses in advance. FastPass Plus is completely free and it's available to anyone staying on Disney property. If you are staying on site with Disney, you can book your FastPasses 60 days before you go on your Disney holiday. If you are staying off site, you can book your FastPasses 30 days before your Disney holiday. If you're just turning up at the park without having pre-booked, you can go to a FastPass kiosk in the park and kind of pick from what's left and what's available that day. So for each day of your trip, you're allowed 3 FastPasses, but they have to be in the same park. So if you're going to Magic Kingdom in the morning and Epcot in the evening, you have to pick your 3 FastPasses for one park. When you are booking your FastPasses on the 60th day or the 30th day, you can book for the whole duration of your trip. So if you're going for 2 weeks, on the 60th day before you go, you can book your FastPasses for every day of the whole trip, so you don't have to log back in every day and do it. To book your FastPasses, you have to go to the My Disney Experience website or app. I find the website easier. So once you have your tickets, you need to link your reservation to your My Disney Experience account, and then you will see your tickets come up. It's very, very simple to do. And when it is the time that you're allowed to book them, whether it's 60 or 30 days before, you'll see the little icon that lets you book them, and then you can book 3 per day for your whole stay. You can link your whole group that you're traveling with together, so if there's 5 of you, you can link your accounts together and you can book FastPasses for everyone, or you can book them individually depending on what you want to do. And you can't get another FastPass until you've used your 3. Once you've chosen your FastPasses and booked them and you're actually on your holiday, you will go up to the ride when it is your FastPass time and you will scan your magic band or your tickets depending on what you have, and if the light grows green and your FastPass time is open and you're all good, you're free to go on the ride. Once you've used your 3 FastPasses per day, you're allowed to then book one more. Once you've used that one, you can book another one, so on and so forth. To do that, you just have to go to the FastPass kiosks that are within the park. If you are staying on site with Disney, you will receive a magic band for free, which is the bracelet you wear around your wrist, which has your park tickets, your room key, everything on it that you could need, and that is what you will use to tap into a ride when it's your FastPass time. If you're off-site, you can purchase a magic band, otherwise you will have like a little ticket that you scan. I think I'm going to do like a whole video about FastPass Plus in August once I've booked my rides for my October trip, so I can talk you through the process of doing it. But it is very, very simple, and it's actually, in my opinion, sounds like it's quite a good thing because you can book your rides in advance, you know what you're going to do. But I appreciate that I'm probably not explaining it very well and it probably sounds quite confusing, so I'll do a whole video for you about it. Impatience is a virtue said, how long does a fast pass last for? Can you go as many times as you want in your slot, or is it just once within the time? Your fast pass is a 1 hour window, so it will be 11 till 12 or 11:10 till 12:10. It's a 1 hour window opportunity for you to go on that ride, and you only get to go on it once, so it's a one-time use between the 1 hour that you've booked it. If you're a few minutes late or a few minutes early, they may let you on either way, but if you're 15 minutes late, then you've probably missed it. Ali Lino1 said, what rides at Disney World should I get a fast pass for? If there's a ride you really want to do, use it for a fast pass option if you can. If there's a character you really want to meet, fast pass it. I don't really believe too much in anything like a strategy or anything, but if there's rides you know you want to do it. Like, I will probably book Big Thunder Mountain every day I'm in Magic Kingdom because I know it's my favourite ride and I know I'm going to want to do it every day. I will fast pass meeting Anna and Elsa one day because I know I really want to meet Anna and Elsa. So just literally look on the Disney World list of attractions and parades and everything you can get a fast pass for, and then say, what of these things do I really want to do, and pick 3 for every day that you're there, and then work out the time you want to book them for. I'm going to book mine for kind of like 11 till 3ish so that I've got got the quieter hours in the morning to do the rides, and then when it gets a bit busier I can use my fast passes, and then they're all used up by kind of the afternoon, so if I want to go and get another one from a kiosk I can do that and then have another fast pass. What the Ellen said, how do you feel about Fast Pass Plus? I actually am really excited to use it. I'm very excited to have a magic band and to be very interactive around the Disney parks, and I'm very excited to book things in advance. I very much enjoy the planning side of Disney World, so I'm looking forward to knowing that I'm going to do 3 things per day I really want to do. I like the fact that it's a guaranteed ticket to get on a ride much quicker. I think it's a really good idea and I'm very excited to try it out. Sophie Ariel 12X said, who is the best character to meet? So you have to meet Mickey Mouse in the Town Square Theatre in Magic Kingdom because it's just an incredible experience. He talks to you, like he actually speaks to you. Miss Darcy Doo asked, are there any characters that aren't at Disney that you would like to meet? I'd love to be able to see the Lion King characters like Simba and Nala and Mufasa. I think I'd cry if I met Mufasa. Shawls asked, characters, who, what and when? I'm upping my character hunting game after meeting 18 at Disneyland Paris. I've done a whole video about meeting characters at Disney World with the lovely Jennifer Oakes, who used to work as a character at Disney World, so I'm going to link that below for you because it's really helpful if you are interested in meeting characters. Shannon underscore XX, sorry Shannon, asked, what's your favourite place to eat or the place you're most looking forward to eating in each of the parks? The place I'm most excited to eat is Be Our Guest because it's a Beauty and the Beast themed restaurant inside the Beast Castle, and you can actually eat dinner in the ballroom. I am going to sob when we walk in there. I've booked 2 dinners in Be Our Guest and 1 lunch because I just know I'm gonna love it that much, and it's the only place you can meet the Beast now in Disney World. Corey012 said, how did you get all the restaurant reservations you wanted? I was so lucky with booking my restaurants for Disney World. I don't know how I did it, but I got every single restaurant I wanted on every single day at every single time, and I don't know how I did that. I think it was just pure luck. I think because I'm going at slightly less crowded time that might have helped, but I think I just had luck in my favour. I was so nervous about doing it. I was thinking I'm gonna have to change all my plans, but I was very lucky, and there is some amazing restaurants on my list that I'm so excited to do. I might do a video talking through my restaurant reservations and what my plans are for each day. To book your restaurants for Disney World, you can book a restaurant 180 days before the day that you're looking to book. If you're on site at Disney World, you can book your first 10 days of your holiday 180 days before your first day, which is what I did. So I booked the first 10 days 180 days away from it, then the next day I did the 11th day, and the day after that I did the 12th day, and so on and so forth. But I've got an amazing list of restaurants for me and Amber to go to. I'm so excited. The last question is from the lovely Bonnie Lee, and she said, can we totally meet when we're in Florida in October? 100% yes, like amazing. I'm so excited. I've actually had a few questions from people asking if I'm going to do like a meet and greet in Disney World, which is just really weird to me. Like the concept of doing a meet and greet to me is just like what really it's me, like why would anyone want to meet me? So if you are there the same time as me this year, which is the 7th to the 21st of October, and you want to see me when I'm there and you just want to say hi or meet up or something, let me know in the comments or tweet me or something, and that would be amazing. So that is all the questions I'm going to answer today for this Disney World Q&A. I feel like I have talked a lot. I hope you're still here and watching and it's been kind of helpful for you. If there's anything that you want to know more about or it's not been clear enough, just let me know what you want me to do a video on specifically. I think I'm definitely going to do it on the Disney Experience website and Fast Pass and all that stuff, so let me know if there's anything you want to know more about, just so I'm helping you guys out with what I'm doing. Please comment, like and subscribe if you can, it would mean the world, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!